Hello students, this is Miss Amira Zain. Welcome to my channel, English Around the Clock. This is English Word 4 curriculum, and today we'll study Unit 1 together. In this video, we'll learn how to use the past simple tense. Let's start. To talk about the past simple tense, we need to know its usage, keywords, affirmative form, negative form, yes or no questions, and the WH questions. Now let's start with number 1, the usage. Number 1, the usage. It's used to talk about completed actions that happened at a fixed time in the past. أنا بستخدم ال past simple tense عشان أتكلم على completed actions، أحداث حصلت وانتهت that happened at a fixed time وحدثت في وقت محدد في ال past في الماضي. Okay, let's see number 2, the key words، الكلمات الدالة. Yesterday, last, and notice that after last we put the time. بعد last بنحط وقت. Last week, last month, last year, etc. And ago. And also note that before ago we put time. 2 weeks ago, a minute ago, and etc. And in and a year in the past. بنكتب in وبنكتب سنة في ال past in 1997 or in the past في الماضي. So these are the key words. If I see these keywords in any sentence, I must know that we are in the past simple. لو شفت الكيوردز دي في أي sentence خلاص دي كلمة بتقولي أنت هنا في past. خد بالك. Okay, let's continue. Now let's see together how to form a sentence in the past simple tense. هنشوف ازاي بنكون sentence أو statement في past simple tense. We start with the subject plus the verb, and the verb can be regular and with ded, red, or irregular. Doesn't follow this rule. And the rest of the sentence, وبقية sentence. Let's see some examples. I played football yesterday. I is the subject, yes. Played is the verb, added ed to the verb, so it's regular verb. Football yesterday, and yesterday is the key word. Excellent. Number 2, I went to school last week. أنا رحت المدرسة الأسبوع اللي فات. So I is the subject. Went is the irregular form from go. So went is irregular. And last week is the key word. Excellent. I bought a new car 2 days ago. I is the subject. Bought is the main verb here, which is irregular. And 2 days ago, ago is the key word, and the time comes before ago. Good job. She cleaned your room yesterday. So she is the subject. Cleaned, we add ed to the verb clean. So this is regular verb. Excellent. And yesterday is the key word. Amazing. Okay. Here we have some spelling rules for the regular verbs. الspelling rules دي للregular verbs للأفعال اللي بنحط لها D-E-D-I-E-D. We have 4 spelling rules. Number 1. In the most verbs we add ed. في معظم الأفعال أو في أكتر الأفعال عشان أخلي verb في past أنا بحط للverb ed. For example, wash. We will add ed so the verb is washed. Number 2. Verbs end in e. We just add d. الverbs اللي بس آخرها e بنحط لها d فقط. So for example, dance. Dance ends with e. So we add d to the verb. So it's danced. Verbs ends in consonant plus vowel. لو كان الverb بتاعي آخره consonant وبعد الconsonant عندي حرف vowel. سوري الواي عندي حرف الواي. So we remove the y, بنشيل الواي خالص, and we add IED, وبحط IED. So it's try ends with y. So I will remove the y and I will just add IED, tried. Okay, what about the fourth rule? Verbs end in vowel plus consonant. لو عندي verbs آخرها vowel و consonant. We double the last letter and add ed. نعمل doubling للlast letter, بنكرر الحرف الأخير وبنزود ال ed. For example, stop. So stop ends with vowel plus consonant, O plus P. We will double the P and we'll add ed. هنكرر حرف ال B وهنحط ed. These are some spelling rules for the irregular verbs. These شوية قواعد عشان أعرف إمتى أحط ال D وال ED وال IED. So now let's see what are the irregular verbs. So some verbs do not take ed to form the past simple. There are no specific rules about how to form irregular verbs in the past simple. So this table will be your reference. هيبقى المرجع بتاعك for the most common irregular verbs in the past simple. ده الأشهر الأفعال irregular في ال past simple. So I tried to make some rhyming verbs to be easier for you to recognize. حاولت إن أنا أعمل rhyming verbs حاجات على نفس الوزن عشان يبقى أسهل لنا وإحنا بنذاكر. So for example, let's read them together. Be was and were, have had, do did, become became, begin began, come came, sink sank, sit sat, draw drew, fly flew, grow grew, know knew, drive drove, forgive forgave, freeze froze, give gave, lay laid, make made, wake woke, win won, wear wore, eat ate, feel felt, hurt hurt, hit hit, coast coast, cut cut, put put, hide had, hold held, lose lost, lead led, sleep slept, keep kept, build built, leave left, spend spent, spend spent, stand stood, tell told, forget forgot, swam swam, fight fought, teach taught, buy bought, catch caught, speak spoke, bring brought, think thought. So I'm sorry, I think I said this spend, it's send, send sent, send sent, spend spent. So everything is clear now. These are the irregular verbs, the most common irregular verbs you will need going while you're going through the past simple tense. Okay, now let's continue. Now let's go through how to make negative sentences in the past simple tense. In the past simple, we have the helping verb did, and we add not to did to make the negative form. So it's didn't, and after didn't, we put verb infinitive. Put that in your mind. After did or didn't, we put verb infinitive. So let's see an example. He watched TV last night, and he wants from you to put not to make negative form. So we will start with the subject he, and we'll add didn't before the verb didn't, and we'll remove the ed from the verb to make it infinitive one more time. So he didn't watch TV last night. This is correct sentence in the past simple negative. Okay, now how to make yes or no questions. ازاي اعمل yes or no questions? You will start with did. هنبدأ بدid. After did, you'll put the subject. After the subject, you will put the verb infinitive. Yes, put that in mind again. After did, in the subject, we put the verb infinitive. So let's make a yes or no question about the same sentence. He watched TV last night. Put did. So we'll start with did, The subject is he, did he, and the verb infinitive. So we remove the ed from the verb and we'll say, did he watch TV last night? If the answer is yes, it will be yes, he did. If the answer is no, it will be no, he didn't. Okay, I think it's easy. Now, how to make WH questions? We just add the WH word, and after that, the helping verb here is did. And the subject, the main verb, infinitive. Yes, put that in mind. We put the main verb, infinitive. So in the same example, he watched TV last night. But when? So when, the WH question, did, the helping verb, he is the subject, and the main verb is watch, infinitive. We remove the ed. And we just put TV. We don't write last night because it's the answer. دي الإجابة. And I'm asking with when. I'm asking about time. أنا بسأل على وقت. So I can't put the answer in the question. So when did he watch TV? He watched TV last night. Okay, I hope everything is clear now. I will make another video to give you more examples and more questions about the past simple tense. Bye bye.